Virgo, how you doing, guys? So we are here to do your 15th until the 30th of November. How you doing, Virgo? If you are interested in everything music and all that kind of stuff, please stand by because there's a lot coming out soon, very soon. But if you want to join the new channel called Everything, it's going to be changed soon, but it's called Everything at the moment. And you can find the link to that in the description box below. Also with the recommended readers, which is Ramblinmike's Tarot, which is ooey gooey, soft and chewy. And also Wendy Bones, and all along with all the others are in the description box. If you want to go over to their channel, see what you think, and leave a comment and say that Steve said hi, I really would appreciate that, Virgo. So here we go. So at the moment, because it's early, your cards started jumping out, and it helps me channel easier when I've got certain cards out for a start. Thanks. So anyway, so from the 15th until the 30th of November, you've got the first card out, which was the Three of Pentacles. So I'm picking up merging. Trying to merge, squeeze time in with your partner. But I think that if you're moving in with your partner, then this would be like if your living space is what I'm picking up, like the living space is now going to take on another person or project, then it would be merging something together. So if you're moving in with someone, I feel like it is like your living quarters are going to be a little bit where you're trying to organize things to merge time in, and also things that you're moving in with the partner if they're moving in with you. If not, this is a business, it's trying to incorporate time to merge it with your relationship, but also a project that you could have underhand that you're trying to squeeze time in order for it to work out. So there's something that's going to work out because you're being guided by spirit that's saying yes, go ahead, but at the moment you're going to have to squeeze time in between work, also family and love, and then everything else. But it's like merging something together. So it's happening, it's merging. The business is also merging together. So you've got Nine of Cups after that, which is like success. So there's some kind of success. So there's two different aspects of what's going on through your reading. One is the relationship factor, which is merging time in for happiness and to be able to feel like you can celebrate also something of release. I'm picking up like something's going to be aired or released, which is like going public. Something's going public, and it's going to bring in some fruitful, like, so you can live life again. This is, so there might be a break that you're having, which is from work, where you're just at the precipice of just about to merge something together, but then there's a freeing energy where it's going to give you more time in order to relax. So it's like relaxation. So I think that for the love factor, there could be someone that's wanting to be with you and to live with you, and you're looking at the living space and the living quarters in order to figure out what goes where. Organizing someone's organization skills, organizing things at work, and organizing yourself from work, and also your relationship factor, which is the Nine of Cups. So then you go straight to the Knight of Blades. So this is a buzzkill, also someone around your work where it's trying to get your attention when you're at work. It's like, I haven't got time to pay attention to something at the moment, I've got to work. And this person's like, I just need your attention for something. So there's some kind of tension that's building, is what I'm hearing. Tension. There's some tension. It's probably because we're just coming out of retrograde, but this person's concentrated that much on their art and their craft that they're trying to find the time in order to give you attention, or it's vice versa, or it's the same. Okay, but there's some kind of attention that someone also around you, that can be a family member or anybody, that might want to know the information to do with what it is that you're doing at work. So if there is someone that tries to grab your attention away from what you're doing, that energy is here too. So there might be some kind of job description that you might be looking into in order to do something different and new. Okay, because this would be learning a new skill. So there's a yeah, thank you. So that you're probably learning a new skill, anything to do with arts and crafts as well, but learning a new skill. So paying close attention to what you want to do the most. So you might be contemplating on thinking, well, at the moment my job is paying me money and it's paying the bills and all that kind of stuff, but at the moment there might be desire to do something new. So you're like thinking up ideas. This would be information that comes in from someone that wants to also be with you, which is the Nine of Cups, really quick about relaxation time. So it might be like a break from work, holiday or something as well. But I'm thinking this is to do with like merging together with the person, where you can go towards your Ten of Cups, where it's just like wish. Your wish is granted, is also what I'm hearing. The wish is granted. Whatever you manifested through the Three of Pentacles, it's working. So there is an era of like correctional errors at work as well, trying to correct something. Someone's trying to correct something or direct you towards something. Some of you might be directing something, or your partner might be directing something. I'm picking up director, a director. So let's see. So let's concentrate on your energy. So Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, from the 15th until the 30th of November. Continue on this story, please, for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, from the 15th until the 30th of November. From the 15th until the 30th of November, for Virgo. Please continue on this story, please. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. This is why I might start getting the cards out first, because these cards are very large. So there's something that's just about to happen. This is also to do with work, where you're trying to probably not witness something, but there's a witness at work to do with something that it's appearing through the cracks. That time is apparent, that you're kind of like a completion of something. So this is like trying to complete work and trying to go through work, but it might be a period of waiting for work to end so you can concentrate more on things of value to you. But this would be stress and worried, like I'm picking up like exhausted from work, where there might be people at work that are not pulling their weight possible, or something like that, or someone concentrates on their work that much that it's just like a stressful day, stressful work as well. Like work is stressful. Love factor, I think that these are two different energies. I think that your love factor is something to do with about moving in. So I think that if you are moving in with someone, or they're moving in with you, because there's a moving in, moving out kind of energy, okay, that there would be where you're trying to get the attention of somebody to listen to something that you need to say or do, okay, and that it's not quite time. So I think there's a period of kind of like avoiding something, like avoiding it at the moment. Someone's trying to avoid something at the moment, because this can be like exhausted from so much work, but there might be people around you that are not kind of like that, try to get your attention away from something. It's kind of like your attention, or both of you, is attention that's drawn away from what you really want here, of what you really want. Turn into a bit of a Spice Girl. What do you want? What do you really, really want? There's something that's just about to happen, is what I'm hearing. What's going on with Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, from the 15th until the 30th. Because something's appearing through the cracks. That 9 means that it's just about over. So it's kind of like 9 to 5 kind of thing. 9 to 5. Like my general 9 to 5 is not really where I want to be. And what I want to be is here. Is studying something that I'm really interested in. Because it's also teaching, like spirits are either teaching you or getting you to notice something that you might not be happy in a certain manner to do with also work. So I'm picking this up as a project and stuff that you love doing, but I'm picking this up as your actual work that is not quite like you do it, but I think you only do it just to pass the time. There's something that's trying to pass the time. I'm trying to do something just to pass the time, because this is someone that's doing things just to pass the time, but they don't really want to do it. Okay, so So you've got the Ace of Cups. So you have a golden opportunity, but I feel that this is something that you might miss, like you might want to pass up. Pass up. It's like pass. I think I'll pass. Something to do with I think I'll pass. It's like your love life's good, but these two energies here are stressful. So there is something that's stressful that's going on in your life, and that you want this, or someone wants this opportunity with you, the Ace of Cups, but it's kind of like someone's very busy at the moment at work, and it's kind of like, well, I've got to work whilst I wait for my partner, and I'm having to work and concentrate on it. But I think work at the moment is possibly where it's 9 to 5, and it's taking up a lot of your time away from your partner. And because it's doing that, you want to be with them, which is this energy here and this energy here, but it's taking your focus away from your desired dreams of what you want to do and where you want to be. So if you are actually with your partner, this is just good energy with them, but there's more of an energy here where it's more of a, it's not relaxing and it's not. So some of you are like, what do you call it, housewives or something. I'm picking up housewife, and this is good, and this is something that you have to do as well. It's a bit like a part-time job is what I'm picking up. This energy here is just like part-time. Some of you could be beauty therapists or something, and it's part-time, and you probably enjoy it, but when you're trying to concentrate on it, it's just like difficult in order for you to do both things, which is this and this. Both. Yeah, that card was coming out before. There's some kind of stress and worry about getting out of something. So you've got the 8 of Blades now, which is like someone is trying to get, this is where work life and home life is just very stressful, and you're trying to escape something. You've got 2, no, sorry, I keep thinking this is the 9. It's kind of like going forwards and backwards. It's like backwards, forwards, backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. It's kind of like backwards and forwards to work, backwards and forwards. I think that you've just got a lot on, Virgo, that it's not really the mind, it's just life at the moment just seems to be where if you are moving or you're travelling to see your partner and you have to travel to see them, then there is something of like backwards and forwards to work, backwards and forwards to see them, and then it's like, oh, now I'm at home and I've got no idea what I want to do because I just really want to go out. Okay, so there's a wanting to be with your partner as well. If you're not physically together but you are together, there's a wanting to be, but there's something that of where like this could be where you're living at the moment. There is something that needs to be witnessed about someone trying to escape something. Someone's trying to escape something. 17, which is 8 again, trying to escape something, because that would be needing to get out from work, a lot of it as well. It's kind of like I'm at work, but I just can't wait to come home to your partner as well. If you're with your partner, it's kind of like this is work, and it's kind of like I don't enjoy it, but I have to be here, and it's a 9 to 5, so there it is, and I just want to be home with my partner. And you've got the Ace of Cups. So I feel that that is just to, if you're actually mothers, then this is obviously looking after your children. And there's something to do with a mother and a child of like that might have some kind of like what do you call it, issue with a parent or something. There's like parent issues or something. Parents, meet the parents. There might be some kind of worry about meeting a parent or becoming a parent. Like a mother could be worried, or it could be you that's worried that your child might be becoming a parent, because it's like some kind of a parent. Well, apparently you need to get out or something. But there is like an apparent reason that someone's trying to probably worry that their children might be in a relationship or something to do with that. It's like parenting, becoming a parent, becoming an adult for some. It's like becoming an adult, becoming self-reliant or something as well, I'm hearing. Virgo, what else is going on with Virgo from the 15th until the 30th of November? Thank you, Spirit. So the Tower, so there's an ending of something, an ending. So if you're going to, see, everyone says, oh, you're going to break up with your partner. If you're going to break up with your partner, there's a breakup, but there's a breakdown as well. This is also like parts of the ego. So there's an awakening to something, that there is a negative energy around somebody here that could be like some kind of mother or child or something happens at home, that it could be very dynamic at the minute. This is like the dynamic duo. So there's some kind of separation of dynamics that's going on, because this can be a negative energy. 2 negative energies that collide is like a kaleidoscope. I'm hearing like a kaleidoscope. So I feel like there's an argument that might be a looming, but this would be a breakdown of like your partner that might be having a bit of an emotional breakdown, but it don't mean emotional breakdown, it just means that they have to move from somewhere in order to be somewhere else. So there's like, I have to be somewhere else at the moment. I'm caught between a rock and a hard place, and I have to be somewhere else. So this is also might be like a mother, or your mother or your parent. It's kind of like, I haven't got time, or it could be you that's saying it to your parent. I haven't got time, I've got to be somewhere else. There's somewhere else. I keep picking up, it's somewhere else. Because this would be things that go on under the roof, is what I'm hearing. Like things are going on under the roof. So if you've got children, there might be things that are going on under the roof. That it's apparent that you can hear something, or they can hear something, or there's some kind of worry or panic that someone might hear something. It's a bit like hearsay. It's like, I don't know what they're going to say. I don't know what they're going to do next, you know, because this can be someone that's like dynamic, and it's a feeling of like, I've got no idea what they're going to do or say next, you know. So there is that. But this would also be work. This would be everything that's involved in your life. It might be, well, I don't know where I'm going to go next, or what I'm going to do next. So if it's worrying about a job or something and it's breaking down, then it might mean that you're entrapped at work, and that you're kind of like thinking, I don't know what I want to do next. There's something more that I desire of what I want to do, but I've got no idea what I want to do next. So there is that too. But there is some kind of dynamic at home where it needs movement. So if you're at home and you're moving, then it needs movement, because it needs a release, meaning that it needs to end of whatever's causing dilemma or drama in your life that is causing you to want to get out of something. Then the tower's going to intervene to say, it's time for you to change. So there's changing of times as well. Changing, something's changing, or someone's changing. They might change their mind a lot. Like there might be someone around you that changes their mind a lot. It's because this is like talking. It's like a worried feeling about how to communicate with someone, because this person's communicating with someone on a phone, and they're saying, oh my God, like, can you just listen? But this is like a fear of communication. So there's some kind of fear of telling someone something, or what they're going to do or say. So there's an approach of like that something's around you, but you don't quite know what someone's going to say about this news that might be given to you. Okay, so there is that worry. But that would be to do with like moving as well. Moving in or moving out, or moving on altogether. Okay, so if you're moving on from a relationship, then they're waiting for you to hear from you, to be able to say what you're going to do. Are you made up your mind yet? Because this is the mind. Okay, so someone might change their mind a lot, and it's like, but you might be at work, and there might be people around you at work that give you more and more workload, and it's like more and more and more workload, and it's here, and there's just too much work, and it's too much for me to handle at the moment. And you might get extremely like tired, and then you're like, I'm frantic now because I just can't cope at work. I can't cope with something. Someone can't cope with something. Like also a news that might be told to someone, you don't know how they're going to cope about it, or like if you are thinking of leaving work, there's an energy of like worried about telling somebody something about leaving. A lot. It's very much here. Like, I don't know what they're going to do or what they're going to say when I tell them that I'm going to leave, or that I need to leave, or that you need to leave. There might be someone that's telling you that, listen, you need to leave. Okay? So that would mean, if you're relating this to your relationship, then you're relating it to your relationship, that you need to leave. If it's not, then it's some kind of energy around you that you might be telling to a mother, father, child, friend, or anybody in your life, soul groups, anybody, that you're telling them that they can either stay or leave. Okay, so that also relates to work that might be going on, because there could be a lot of 9 to 5 feeling, and it's like, I love this energy here, but at the moment my 9 to 5 is just doing my head in, and I can't get to grips with the energy at the moment, because I've got moving to probably sort out, I've got work to sort out. I like spending time with this energy here and merging a business and an idea that I've got going on that I really want to do, that I feel great about. But at the moment, this is taking priority. There's prioritizing your time more efficiently so you can do everything. So you might be like a career woman, or a single woman even, or or either, but there's prioritizing time, priority. Something's taking priority here. Priority. Let's see, for Virgo, something rising of Venus. See, sometimes this is why I like getting the cards out first. I know I didn't for a start, but I can channel more when they're out, you know. When I'm out, when they're out. When they're out, I can do what I want. I'm hearing that too. Like, when I'm out, I'm out. When I'm gone, I'm gone. There's something like that. I think I did list that in a Leo reading, right? I think I was called that, right? When I'm out, or I'm out. Say what you want, I'm out. Yeah. Say what you want, I'm out. If you're relating that to the Leo or Cancer reading, I think it was. When I'm out, I'm out. But there's a bit like stay out of my business kind of thing. Like, if this is a business, it's kind of like, will you just stay out of my business? Like, because there might be someone around you that always wants to know your business, and you're kind of like, I don't want to tell you what my business is. There's that feeling as well. That could be an argument that's looming because you're unsure of what someone's going to say next. But that would also be like a manager as well, managing time. So you've got the Four of Pentacles now. So this is like saving and building and wanting. It is kind of like a job. This can be blaming. Someone might be blaming or claiming, because this is a claim. Four of Pentacles is always about blaming society or blaming someone. So someone always might be blamed. It might be a child that's always blamed for something. Like I'm blaming you for this and I'm blaming you for that. There's different feels for different folks. But there's some kind of claim, like someone's trying to claim something that they're not opening up to. So this person also is not opening up to someone that's full of drama and karma and whatnot. There's like a very dynamic situation that's going on here around you, okay, and that, or them, or all, or might relate this to you and them and things that are going on both in your lives. But there's a lot of drama that's going on here, and it's causing someone to shut down. It's like I close down when there's too much drama and there's too much noise. I'm shutting down because there's too much, like too much. There's something that's too much around you as well. But this would be someone that's not opening up, of someone that you want to know. So if you want to know an answer to something, this would be someone that's emotionally stubborn, that's not giving you the answer that you want, or they're just not answering you, okay? Because they're emotionally blocked. Because it can be an energy of stubbornness around you that's like, I haven't got time to pay attention to you at the moment because I've got things on. So I'm not telling you something. So there might be an error of like getting frustrated here, frustration, because someone's not telling you something, or they're not opening up, or they're not giving you what it is that you need to know. But their hands out to say, listen, I need your attention because I need to know this, what's going to happen about this home move, or this financial move, or this job move. I need to know it because you're not saying it. It's driving me nuts not knowing where I'm going next. So there is that also job feel as well, because this would be having to like look for a job and save it. So there's some kind of savings as well that someone might have. Savings, an account. So it's an accountant as well, an accountant. Because this would be a parenting thing as well that's going on with somebody, where there's a lot of like dynamics at the moment, and it's kind of like feeling at a loss of like, well, I can't open up to this person, I can't tell them anything because they're not. There's two feels. This is kind of like I can never tell this person something. This would be a parent as well, so there might be something going on with parenting, where it's like I can't open up and I can't tell you everything, because every time I do like release some kind of energy or tell you anything, every time that I do, we collide. There's a kaleidoscope. There you go, that's a collide. we just clash. There's someone that just clashes all the time with a parent as well. They just clash constantly all the time. It's just like, I don't know what you're going to be next. It's a bit like a Jekyll and Hyde type sort of thing. Jackal, Jekyll and Hyde. Jekyll and Hyde. Because this person's trying to hide here. Hide. It's like play hide and seek. You know, it's a bit like hide. I need to hide. Someone might be hiding something from you that you're trying to find out, that you're trying to, that you think that or feel, or they are hiding something from you. But you have victory, because this is someone that's hiding something that they're not saying about because they're trying not to witness it. So there is an energy around you of someone's trying to find out information that you feel like someone's trying to hide from somebody, or they're trying to avoid somebody. It's a bit like telltale. Yeah, it's a bit like someone's trying to avoid some kind of person that's causing a dynamic in your energy, but you possibly well, obviously you're involved, right? So there's evolution that's happening, but success is inbound. This is like crossing another hurdle in life. This is where you will cross another milestone in your life to pass another test. So you're just about to pass it. So some of you, this could be where you're studying something here and you're just about to pass, or want to know if you have passed. This would be like honours, passing with honours. So some of you might be trying to get out of something and studying it at the same time, but realise that you want to know the information whether you've passed or not. But this is also a spiritual milestone in your life where you've crossed many rivers, but you've crossed many boundaries and hurdles in life, and you've gone across them in order to reach this ending. So you've gone through a lot to reach it, and you're just about to. It's not an ending, it's the Six of Wands, but there's communication that happens eventually, but there's travel also. It starts to move forward. You start to move forward also, like away from an energy that's causing conflict, but also to it, because it would be a fire sign moving towards something more of stability that's gonna be more where you can hold on to it, because there's someone that wants to hold you tightly as well. Tightly. I keep picking up tightly. Tight. Killing me softly with this song, killing me softly with this song, killing my whole life with his words, killing me softly with his song. Bow, 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 bow. Sorry Virgo, it's very early at the moment. It is like 7:30 in the morning. Let's see, one more card please for Virgo. Too many. One more card please for Virgo from the 15th until the 30th of November. Thank you. So you got the Devil. The Devil's in disguise. The Devil's in disguise. So this is a lot to do with money and a project that you want to go ahead on, but this is like a one-way street. Whatever's happening here, it just seems like a one-way street. So I have to go down a different avenue. There's a different avenue and a different path that someone's trying to choose. Like I need to choose a different path and I need to go down a different work. This is also to do with your work, okay? Of things that are going to be more giving for you, because there's definitely an energy of concentration of work and money. So this is a lot to do with your workspace of being able to afford a lot more. So there would be a lot more money that's coming in because you have success in that, okay? So this is also saving money for something and creating something as well. But if you're in a toxic situation with a relationship, then it's toxic and it's dynamic, but that is like a dynamic duo around you. So that might just be a friend or family member or something, but there's a dynamic around, because this is terms and conditions that are going to be set in motion as well. Like, well, what are your terms and what are your conditions? So someone's going to set some rules down and regulations. So someone might be regulating, like, very regional around you, like setting, like, because this is rent that's due as well. There might be rent that's due at a place that you live and it's due and rent is there, but there's like not paying it, or an energy of like, well, I don't know how much to give. Because this is like, I don't know how much to give to this person, like I don't know. So there's an energy of that around you, but there is like another set of terms and conditions that are also set by another lot of landlords too. So if you're opening a business, this would be a shop or something as well that you might be looking into, and this would be the government, and this would be how much is it going to cost me to be able to leave this job to be able to do another, or to open up a shop or something myself, because this would be someone also that works at a shop or owns a shop, or it's a move. But there might be, like, if I want to open up my own business or I want to do that, there would be terms and conditions. So you might be buying something that is going to be an agreement that you're going to come into terms with and say, okay, there's this, and I'll give you that much, and I'll give you that, and I can afford to spend this and that, you know. So there's that energy around you too. But for some of you, I'm not picking this up as your love dynamic. I'm just picking this up as your work dynamic, and a dynamic that's going on also with your partner. If you're not in good standing with your partner, because you have got good energy and scattered here, then you're in good standing with them and it's good. But generally at the moment, there's a lot of concentration that's looked at to do with like work and like working something out. Something's in the works of creating something, building something, but something's also in the works. So it's taking time, pretty much. It's like, just take your time. There's someone that's someone might be very caring and saying, look, just take your time. Take your time. But there's also an energy of like, not a rush. Like there's a rush to move from somewhere, but there's an energy also of like unsurety at the moment. Like security. You might be looking at your security account. Security accounts. Security account. Someone's security account. It might be trying to make things better for you, and you're going to save money, and you're a security account for someone, or putting some money away for somebody, or someone might be going away because of a security account. So that's either bad or good, I don't know, but I am hearing security account. But this could be where you're putting money aside in order to do that, which is like saving money here. This is like saving money and putting it aside for something. Putting it aside. But this would be, whatever it would be, it would be. So whatever will be, but it can be a good card where it's like going to give you more money in the end. Okay, more money in the end. But there would be work that's needed to do that in order for more money to come in. But we'll have to see how they're clarified, because it would go over different processes. Wow, that's half an hour or more. So, okay, Virgo, so now if you want to see the rest of this reading, this is the YouTube reading. In order to see how it changes and what this is really about, when you clarify it, it gives me another story on top of this layer. This is the first layer, and then the next one is the next layer that gives you a good of the outcome and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so we'll look into that. So you can find that over on Vimeo or Patreon. Patreon obviously gives you 4 different lots of readings, and you can join that and you have access to archives of many, but you can just do that for as long as you like. But that is over on Patreon if you want to watch the rest of this reading and others. If you want to watch it on Vimeo and you don't want to join Patreon, you can also find that link below under the bi-weekly folder. Along with everything else. If you want to join everything to do with music, stuff like that, you can join that, and I really would appreciate that, because I'm trying to build up the subscription base in order for me to do all the things that I'm going to do. But I will be doing that anyway, so things will start appearing over there very, very soon, hopefully. But if you want to join that, I would be very much welcome and very much grateful if you would. Also, the recommended readers and other things that you can follow me on Reddit and Twitter and all that kind of stuff is also below, as well as a private reading if you want one. Okay, so hopefully see you on the other side. I hope the rest of your 2 weeks go well, and I'll see you again soon, Virgo. Peace.